everybody, welcome back to Movie Reviews. And this time I'm looking at Rob Roy from 1995. I could say like a screen adaptation based on a Scottish Highland outlaw who became a folk hero. Obviously this film stars Liam Neeson as the protagonist itself, Rob Roy McGregor. You've also got, Julia Lange as Mary McGregor. You've got Tim Roth as Archibald Cunningham. The late, great Sir John Hurt, who sadly died, earlier this year, actually at the age of 77 due to pancreatic cancer, plays Montrose, and I do think he does a very decent job on that film. Great job on that film. We've got Eric Stoltz as Andy MacDonald, who people remember from some instant 80s classics, if you know what I mean. If you type up Eric Stoltz, try and find the films you want, because I'm not looking at them now. But yeah, so Eric Stoltz in the film. Andrew Keir is in the film. Jason Fleming? Jason Fleming is in the film, playing Gregor, if I'm right. That's all I can think of. I'm just thinking at the top of my head. So Rob Roy. So this is basically based on the folktale of the Scottish Highland outlaw who basically defended against the British Empire or something, and obviously fought against them and actually think won. Basically, and obviously this is like a folktale that's been going on for years in Scottish history. The direction itself is actually very good. It's nicely fantastic. Visually, it's fantastic. Nicely. It is very similar to Braveheart. I do think that. I find comparisons to Braveheart like that, but it's a lot less brutal than Braveheart, if you know what I mean. Because Mel Gibson's sort of style is more brutal, rather than this film. I can't remember the director's name actually, but obviously. It's got a nice visual flair. It plays it a little bit safer, if you know what I mean. Obviously, the score itself does work nicely. It's got a sort of Scottish type of style, of course. These sort of attack themes, the war themes going on very nicely. The romantic themes, of course, between Neeson between Roy and Mary. It's quite nice, and obviously some of the bedrooms do work very nicely. What else on here? I'm just trying to think at the top of my head, because it's been a while since I've seen this film. It all works nicely. It does. It is. Quite a good, interesting film to watch. If you think of folk hero, same with Braveheart, do with William Wallace. It's that sort of similar vein, very much, but it all plays it safe because it plays it safe. It's not brutal. It all goes in a nice way. It's all a little bit swashbuckling now and again, but it just works. It does. It's not less graphic. That's with a comparison film. The interesting thing about this, how I knew about this film, is I never seen this film before, but I watched it when I was in Southport a couple of months ago, back in October. I haven't been on holiday for about since 2012 actually, and obviously in 2016 it's been a long year gap, that was, and obviously because at the time, though in between those years I was very busy doing stuff I was doing. So like from 2012, I try to think of the last time I think it was York I went to, and obviously in between I was finishing up school, finishing exams up. Then obviously move to college, then finish college, then move on to other work that I've been doing straight on. And obviously coming into the end of 2016, got ourselves a new caravan, and obviously went off to Southport actually for a change, which is a bit different. And obviously, if you know Southport quite well, it is sort of similar to Blackpool, but across from each other, from the ocean or the sea. Blackpool and Southport are sort of like distant neighbours, if you know what I mean. And I do think Southport is better than Blackpool. That's what I'm saying. So I came across this film when we were in the caravan in the caravan, and we put Freeview up. And obviously, in Southport, the Freeview is quite different from where I am now, because I live in Lake District, I do. And what you get, well, I think what you get is a whole, nice bunch of new channels. One of them came up was was it called Movie Mix or something, and this came on, and I thought it's actually quite good, enjoyable, something a bit different, and I thought it was quite good. And obviously, there's another film that I want to talk about, and in this series that will come soon, or later, very much, which I'll be happy to talk about. That followed. That came after this film, very much after Rob Roy. Yeah, so it's quite alright. So anyway, Rob Roy, I do think it's a comparison to Braveheart, but it's a nice comparison. It is. Liam Neeson does a fantastic job as Rob Roy McGregor. You got the late Sir John Hurt doing a very, very good performance. I do praise the man's acting very nicely. Tim Roth does always good. He's always a joy to watch. He has a good presence. You've also Jason Fleming and Andrew Keir, and obviously, was it Jude Graham? Jude Graham? I can't remember the actor's name. I'm really butchering the name or mixing up a name, but she does an interesting job as well as Mary McGregor. So overall, Braveheart is a interesting film to watch. It's a nice little historical film. It is to do with a folk hero, a Scottish folk hero, and obviously see how that panned out. It's like unearthing some Scottish history that people don't even know. So I think it's worth recommending. It's a nice film that came out in 1995, and it does nicely. It's visually stunning. I think Roger Ebert actually gave it a good review, actually, if I remember correctly. If I'm right. I don't know. Maybe have a look. See if he's done a review. See if he likes it or not. Anyway, that's my review of Rob Roy from 1995, and I'll see you for the next video.